This is ABC15 Mornings.
A new sign of hope in the fight against COVID-19, the record number of vaccinations given in just 24 hours.
And a scholarship hoping to encourage students in underserved communities to become doctors, but there's a catch.
And get ready to cheer on Arizona's women's basketball team as they prepare for their very first ever NCAA championship game. Good luck.
And we want to say good morning to you. It is now 6 o'clock on your Sunday morning. I'm Megan Thompson. Mark Thompson, it is so good to see you this morning, especially since we have a birthday boy in our midst celebrating here with us on ABC 15 Mornings. Thank you so much, Mark.
Well, no, thank you. It is always a pleasure to be here with you guys on the weekends, but thank you for all the birthday wishes this morning. Greatly appreciated. Even though you have dialed up a really hot day for us, I don't know if that's a gift or not, but I'll take it how it comes.
I'm not sure either, Mark, because if it was my birthday, this is not the forecast that I want. But let's me just remind everyone, I am just the messenger. Please do not hurt me. Please do not get mad at me. I've already gotten angry texts from my mom in the past about the forecast before. So I understand it's a little difficult, especially on a holiday, as we take a look at some of those current temperatures outside and a live look outside. That official sunrise is in just a few minutes from now, but we're already starting to see those colors in Phoenix in the valley. At Sky Harbor, we're checking in at 68 degrees right now, humidity at 26%, the dew point 32, winds from the southeast about 7 miles per hour. The winds will stay relatively calm today. So if you have a feast ahead, a brunch, maybe a lunch or a dinner for your Easter holiday, for Passover ending, here's what you can expect for that running forecast where you get some calories burned. 70s by 8 a.m., 9 a.m. We're seeing the 70s still, but very close to those 80s. We see the 80s by 10 a.m. at 83 degrees, but we're tracking a high of 99 today, 17 degrees above average for this time of year. So we're going to talk about when you might be able to see some relief ahead in your full forecast.
All right, Megan, thank you so much. In our top story this morning, more than 4 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in the past 24 hours, and that's according to the CDC. It is a new record, and it brings the 7-day average of shots in arms to more than 3 million a day. 161 million doses have now been administered in the United States, with more than 59 million Americans now fully vaccinated. Here at home, more than 31% of all Arizonans have at least received one dose. Well, the federal government is now telling Johnson & Johnson to take over vaccine production at a Baltimore plant that spoiled some 15 million doses. We've been telling you about this one all week. Officials, they want to make sure that it does not happen again. Johnson & Johnson subcontracted that vaccine production to Emergent Biosolutions Bayview facility, which allegedly made the quality control mistake. Emergent was also making the vaccine for the AstraZeneca vaccine, which is now awaiting FDA approval in the United States. Now the Department of Health and Human Services is ordering that the AstraZeneca vaccine production that be moved to another plant as well.
Tomorrow, a new indoor drive-through vaccine site will open in Mesa. The new site will be located at Dexcom Distribution Center. This is near the Loop 202 Santan and Power. To start, it will only be open from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m., but eventually they will be only 24 hours a day. This new site is run by the state, which means anyone 16 and older is eligible for the vaccine. This is going to replace the site at Chandler Gilbert Community College. This Tuesday, the Yavapai Apache Nation is partnering up with the Arizona National Guard for a vaccine drive. People who live nearby and are 18 years or older can go to the Cliff Castle Casino to get a free vaccine. Just stop by 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. To register, call one of those numbers on your screen. It's 928-567-8466 or 928-592-7222. Mark?
All right, our other big story this morning, still developing. A man was shot and killed by police late last night near 75th Avenue and Indian School Road. Officers tell us that they were on scene to investigate an armed robbery with several customers inside of a business. We're told that the suspect was armed with a handgun, then pointed it at officers. One of those officers then opened fire. The suspect was taken to the hospital where he later died, No one else, fortunately, was injured in this incident.
We are working to get more information on the deadly wrong-way crash in Morristown that left 5 people dead. Morristown is about 15 minutes south of Wickenburg. DPS not releasing much information right now, but we know 2 cars were involved and no one survived. A witness sending us these photos and videos. He says he tried to help, but it was too late.
But right when I got out of the car and I got close to it, I saw that he hit another car head on. And it was me and 2 other people that tried to get close to the vehicles to see if there's any injuries or see if we can pull out anybody from the vehicle. But we didn't hear anything. We didn't hear no yelling, nothing.
That was one of the hardest conversations with Mr. Gutierrez that I had, him saying that it was just silent after such an impact. Most likely these people were killed instantly. As soon as we get more information, we will let you know. And a traffic update. MCSO has found the body of Shannon Hitchcock in Lake Pleasant. Shannon and her husband were in a speedboat Friday afternoon when they lost control, rolling over several times. Her husband was rescued by other boaters and is in extremely critical condition. Shannon's body, though, wasn't discovered until yesterday morning. MCSO utilizing an underwater robotic vehicle to help bring some sense of closure to this horrific event. The cause of the crash still under investigation. We're told Arizona Representative Ann Kirkpatrick is feeling better this morning after fainting at a restaurant in Phoenix. Kirkpatrick's staff says she was dehydrated. The Arizona Republic reports she's feeling much better and is in good spirits.
Well, the Scottsdale Fire Department is reminding everyone to really be safe while hiking as temperatures hit 90 degrees, especially. They're telling everybody to make sure that you stay hydrated. They had to actually rescue several people yesterday who were out and hiking, and then they became dehydrated. Scottsdale Fire, they tweeted to know your limits, especially when it is hot outside. Bring at least 1 more bottle of water than you think you're going to need, and once you have 1/2 of your water gone, you should be at least halfway done with your hike. Megan.
Also, Mark, we know people are visiting and may not be familiar with these temperatures. Well, today is a big day for the University of Arizona's women's basketball team. They're heading to their first ever NCAA championship after shocking the country and taking down the UConn dynasty. Coach Adia Barnes says her team has embraced the us against the world mentality, using it as fuel on their journey to the Final Four. Now heading into today's title game, they'll need it yet again as they take on Stanford, a team they've lost to twice this season, including the Pac-12 championship.
We're excited. We do know Stanford, they know us, but at this time of year, anything can happen. It's not a 7-game series, it's one game. And we've made it this far, so we're gonna give everything we got.
They don't know this new team, probably with a great sense of confidence right now going into this. Tip-off is at 3 this afternoon. We are wishing them so much luck. Mark?
Absolutely. Good luck, ladies. Well, this morning, Pope Francis, he led a scaled-down Easter Sunday Mass in St. Peter's Basilica. Only around 200 people attended that Mass. Usually, it's up to 10,000 Catholics fill that square each and every year on Easter. Easter Sunday marks the day that Christians believe that Jesus rose from the dead after being crucified on Good Friday. Well, many local churches, they're now finding ways to deliver those Easter services, even though there are some changes this year due to the pandemic, and they weren't able to have services last year. Now, North Phoenix Baptist Church has decided to hold theirs outdoors in the parking lot, expecting up to 4,000 people. They will have a stage and 2 screens. There will also be some lawn seating, or you can just sit in your car and tune in to a radio station that will broadcast that service. Church leaders there, they are happy to be back after, again, they and many others ended up canceling in-person Easter services last year. They say that this year they will still have a virtual option available as well.
St. Vincent de Paul preparing to feed thousands of people today. The organization preparing 4,000 grab-and-go style meals for the homeless and hard-hit families. The meals will be handed out at the 5 charity dining rooms across the valley. A one-of-a-kind scholarship helping future doctors go to school for free. As our Adam Waltz shows us, there is a catch, one benefiting Arizona's underserved communities.
In the face of adversity, I've found nothing but support.
Phoenix native Abby Solorio has always known her calling.
I remember bringing up to my mom from a very young age that this is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be a doctor.
Her parents, immigrants from Mexico City, didn't waver in their support.
It's financially overwhelming, not only for you, but your family as well.
U Arizona Medical School picking up the tab for Abby's dream in 2019 when she received the U Arizona Primary Care Physician Scholarship. The catch? After Abby graduates, she is required to work 2 to 4 years in federally designated underserved communities.
Traditionally, these type of populations do not go out and seek the medical needs when they need them.
No problem for this Phoenix native who is the first to receive this full ride scholarship.
If we could really be a reflection of the community and the class that we bring in, then we know that they're going to go back and serve those populations correctly.
I grew up in an underserved community myself. I was witness to the healthcare disparities that exist.
Saturday at a COVID vaccine clinic, Abby working alongside another scholarship recipient.
Medicine really is at its heart a career of service, and so keeping that at the center, I think, will be most important going forward.
In a few years, both will be serving their neighbors in need.
I think I came into medical school with the intent to give back to the underserved, particularly the community that I came from.
This Thursday, the latest scholarship winners will be announced. In Phoenix, Adam Waltz, ABC15 Arizona.
Well, still ahead, giving your COVID-19 vaccine, it is supposed to be free. The Let Joe Know team, however, uncovering that a lot of people are receiving a massive bill. Also coming up this morning, as temperatures begin to rise, the city of Phoenix is preparing to protect the most vulnerable populations out there. We're talking about the homeless. We'll tell you what action is being taken. That's coming up. Stay with us, everybody.
Watch ABC15 Arizona on your schedule. Stream the latest news and weather by searching ABC15 on Roku, Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.
Welcome back, everybody. As the city of Phoenix and Maricopa County prepared to prevent heat-related deaths among our homeless population? That's a question that a lot of people are trying to figure out here this morning. So this weekend, it's certainly going to be a wake-up call, especially as our temperatures begin to rise and things really get hot outside. Austin Davis with Arizona Jews for Justice already on the streets handing out water, spray bottles, and ice cream to organizations that are experiencing homelessness. Now in Maricopa County last year, 167 homeless people died in heat-related deaths. Davis is calling on the rest of us to take action.
Keep a cooler of ice cold water in your car. And if you see someone out in the streets, pull over and give them a few bottles of water. If everyone does that, I think that we can create a huge difference.
In February, the Phoenix City Council allotted more than $30 million in CARES Act funding to try and combat homelessness. $1.6 million is going to the Human Services campus to expand beds and services.
And we know, Mark,
yeah,
of
certainly
course,
hot out there, Megan.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. This is what we're tracking today, Mark. A perfect segue for us, because like you mentioned too, this may be the wake-up call. This may be the warning that all of us need to remember how dangerous our heat can be, and especially for those out on the street who don't have access to that shade, to that water. I love his idea of carrying around that bottle of water, some ice cold water in your car to just pass out. It could be the lifeline that anyone might need. And as we look at that most accurate forecast, even yesterday, we tied a record, just like I told you we would. 97 degrees was the high yesterday here in Phoenix. The record was set in 1943. So now we tied it, a new one added there for 2021. And as we look to today, we could add to this list too of the top 5 hottest Easters. The first is in 1990, where we saw a triple digit day. The second, 99 degrees in 1936. it looks like we may be in that range today as we take a look at your Easter planner, your Sunday planner, hour by hour. That sunrise now officially up. It was at 6:11 this morning, so we're staying in the 60s this morning. 70s by 9 a.m., 88 degrees by noon, then 99 degrees right around 4 p.m. The record for the day is 98 degrees, so it looks like we're going to break a record and tie for the second warmest Easter that we have on record. By 6 p.m. when that sunset is at 6:51, it'll be 93 degrees, 84 by 9 p.m. So for today, we're about 17 degrees above average for this time of year. We just hit our first 90-degree day earlier this week, and we could see the triple digits for the first time today. We're still keeping tabs on that, but right now 99 in Phoenix, 77 in Heber, 86 in Winslow, 74 in Flagstaff, 82 degrees in Prescott, and we're looking at those high 90s to the west along the Colorado River Valley, and this is because of high pressure building in our state. Now, we do have a disturbance moving way up there to the north midweek next week. That's going to help us. It's going to raise some breezes, though, which is a concern for wildfire danger. So come tomorrow, a fire weather watch will take effect in spots of northeastern Arizona in that tan because of high winds, low humidity, and of course those high temps. We could see wind speeds around 45 miles per hour in that area. And like I mentioned, breezes are going to pick up here in the valley too. It is dropping our temperatures just a little bit. We know every degree matters, and we're talking about temperatures near the triple digits for your Easter Sunday, for the end of Passover. Come tomorrow to start your work week. We're still not out of record tying or record breaking territory. 97 then. The record is 98. So those breezy conditions, they start to begin. We do see those temperatures drop off, though, from Monday into Tuesday with that disturbance. 92 then, 93 on Wednesday, 94 by Thursday. We drop off once again come Friday into the weekend. Next weekend, we're looking at a high of 91 on Saturday.
Bit of a cool down, Megan. Thank you so much. Well, with the vaccine rollout well underway, as many are wondering if the free vaccines are actually free. The Rebound Arizona and Let Joe Know teams speaking with a family that was hit with a massive bill. Here's Joe Ducey.
As more people are getting vaccines,
we went to the Pinal County website.
Some, like Karen Adamski and her husband, are also getting a surprise. Medicare is Karen's insurer. Weeks after their first shot, the couple got their insurance statement.
I did not think that we were going to be charged at all.
Karen says he found My Doctor Now on a Pinal County vaccine provider list, got the shot, and left. My Doctor Now charged Medicare for immunization administration and an office visit, $324 per vaccine. The statement shows since Medicare only paid a small part, the couple could be billed a big chunk of it.
$281.84 for each of us.
Wow. So almost $600.
Right.
What did you think when you got that?
I nearly fell off my chair because I was totally shocked.
Turns out vaccine providers can seek reimbursement for some administration fees, but government rules say appropriate reimbursement for administration from a plan that covers it. As of mid-March, Medicare is paying just $40 per dose. Karen's worried. Before she got the Medicare statement, she and her husband went back to My Doctor Now for their second dose.
Are we going to be charged another $281 for the second visit? And if so, then my husband and I are looking at $1,200.
Government rules also say that can't happen. Providers must administer the vaccine at no out-of-pocket cost to the recipient and may not charge an office visit or other fee if the vaccine was the sole service provided. So why charge Medicare more than $600 for 2 vaccines? I didn't get that answer, but in a statement, a My Doctor Now spokesperson says the couple has not received an invoice for services rendered, nor do they have an outstanding balance, that they prohibit billing patients for COVID vaccine costs that insurance won't pay, and follow Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services guidelines with respect to all medical billing practices. Karen won't be billed and hopes it's the same for all the others getting their vaccines.
When we were there, people were coming in and out, in and out, in and out for their shot.
Rules also say the vaccines can't be denied because of a person's coverage status and that places cannot demand more medical services in order for people to get the vaccine. If any of this has happened to you, go to abc15.com/letjoeknow, and I want to hear from you. I'm investigator Joe Ducey. If you got a problem, let me know.
Joe, thank you for staying on top of that one for us. Still ahead here on ABC 15 Mornings, the MLB taking a stand against Georgia's new voting law. The league now deciding to move this year's All-Star game and draft. How the governor of Georgia is responding to the move. Still ahead.
Welcome back, everybody. Georgia, the state of Georgia, that is coming under fire for what many believe is passing a law that limits voting rights to underserved communities. And now Major League Baseball taking a stand and stripping the All-Star game out of the state. Here's more now on the governor's response.
This year's Major League Baseball All-Star Game and draft are moving out of Atlanta, Georgia in response to Georgia's new sweeping election law.
It means cancel culture and partisan activists are coming for your business. They're coming for your game or event in your hometown.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp blaming President Joe Biden and Stacey Abrams for the move. This after Kemp signed an omnibus voting bill into law last week. That bill prompting lawsuits from civil rights groups and criticism from the CEOs of major Georgia employers, Coca-Cola and Delta.
Major League Baseball, Coca-Cola, and Delta may be scared of Stacey Abrams, Joe Biden, and the left, but I am not. I will not be backing down from this fight.
Opponents of the new election law say the legislation amounts to voter suppression efforts that will reduce minority voting.
This was an opportunity to be a model for the rest of the country on how you can continue to expand absentee voting, how you can expand access to the ballot box, but instead we've dialed it back simply because one party lost.
The MLB All-Star Game relocation means a huge economic loss for the state, something the mayor of Atlanta says may continue to happen in Georgia.
I can't say that I like it, but I certainly understand it. And it is really probably the first of many boycotts of our state to come. And the consequences of this bill are significant.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
And the new host city for the July 13th Major League Baseball All-Star Game has yet to be announced.
6:26 now on your Sunday morning, and still ahead. Stigma and shame surrounding pre-existing conditions could have a negative impact on the vaccine rollout. This morning, our ABC 15 Health Insider team explains why no one should wait to get the vaccine. Plus, it is Easter Sunday. Do you still need to go shopping? A look at what stores are closed today.